Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live on Monday evenings at 7 p.m. I hope everyone had a great weekend and a great day today. I sure did. I spent the weekend at a retreat, and it was so much fun. I got to see so many people that I hadn't seen in quite a while. And I go to the retreats about 2 to 3 times a year, depending on when I can actually get there. So my upline holds them, Sarah, she's wonderful. And I don't always get to go just because my schedule just gets kind of busy and crazy and I travel. And so it was so much fun for me to be able to go. And I get a lot accomplished and I get stuff done. I know, even though I'm at home and I get to craft whenever I want, but I don't have any distractions when I'm there. I don't have to do certain things. And so it's so much fun to be able just to get away. My husband's so funny because he explains, yeah, she goes to a retreat. So she's so funny. Good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. So I like to just go and then I'm just kind of, I don't have to worry about other things for a while. So it was really fun, very enjoyable, and I got to get some stuff accomplished and done. So I actually got to think about my card class that's coming up on February 3rd. So if you haven't signed up and you want to come, just let me know and send me an email or a text and let me know that you want to attend. But it's February 3rd from 9 to noonish. If you get done early, of course, you can always leave before then. I just put a time frame just so that everybody can kind of carve out some time so that they have enough time to finish the cards. We make 8 cards and envelopes, and that's a lot of fun. We are going to focus a little bit on Thanksgiving. Oh my God, I don't know why I had that on the brain. Silly me. Valentine's. So we are going to do some Valentine things. So I got to concentrate on doing that. But for today, I saw this card. This lady worked up this card. We're not really going to do any stamping tonight. We're actually going to just make a card. But you can stamp on it, and you could put embellishments on it, and you could do all kinds of things with it. I just did not, but I liked the card base. So it's basically just a card base, and you could embellish it and make it however you want. But I really liked how it looked. So I just thought I would just kind of make it. And then I was sitting here and I made up another one. So actually we're going to do 2 of them. So I'm going to flip you over so we could do it. It's super fun. And so I kind of played with it a couple of times. So I used it's so that you could actually utilize and show off our really pretty designer paper. And that's what it does. And then you could just put these little embellishments on it. You could put a little saying, like you could make it a happy birthday card if you want. You could do almost anything with it, but the paper is so beautiful. You almost don't want to do anything with the paper. You could add a bow, a ribbon to it with a couple of embellishments and then a little saying here. I mean, so you actually is just to utilize the paper itself, but it just makes it beautiful. This little piece comes out and then you can open it up and then you can actually write in your saying. So actually that's the card itself. Super easy, super simple. That's it. It's easy to make. So I'm going to make it and give you the dimensions. And then we're actually going to make another one with different paper because we have this paper that's not called Beeline, but it's super cute. It's called Beeline. Okay. So excuse me, I have hiccups. So this designer series paper is, I haven't learned this paper. You would think I would learn it because I love it so much. I had to buy extra of this too because I've used Perennial Lavender. I'm in love with this paper too. I think I've used this a couple of times because it's just gorgeous. It's super easy to make. So this is your card base. You don't fold anything, but you just cut it to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. just one piece of paper. That's your card base, okay? And then you're going to cut a piece of designer series paper, and you're going to make this also this is going to go on the back of here. So this particular piece that I cut out, it's directional because there's butterflies on it. So I don't want my butterflies upside down. So when you put it in your trimmer, you're going to make sure that you're going to cut it so that your butterflies are going the correct way. So this piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to fit right on here. So we're going to just glue this on here. I don't know what the fun fold is called. I have no idea, but I saw her do this, and I put this in. I made this so this could be in my box of go-tos to make for other cards because I thought it was so pretty. And then okay. Then we're going to make the little tuck, the corner piece. So you take a piece of paper and you cut it. You cut out the same color that you made the base, and you cut it 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 square, and then you cut it diagonally, and you get this diagonal piece. And then you take a piece of designer series paper, and again, it's another color that you're going to take, and it's in this, I used out of this designer series paper. It's just another one of these pieces that's in here, and you cut this piece the same way, and you do it 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and you cut it diagonally. Now, when we do the other paper, I'm going to show you how to do that, just so that you can understand how to cut it diagonally, because it gets kind of confusing. So we're going to glue this on. This is going to make our little pocket. These 2 little diagonal pieces is going to make our pocket. So I didn't want flowers on flowers. You could do this side and it would be flowers on flowers, but I wanted to give it just a little bit different dimension looking. So I chose to do this side, which it also goes. So, but I just chose to do this side. Right, and so now we want to put this on this here. So you can either glue it will work, glue it, keep it on there, but, and I glued the other one because I didn't have my Tear and tape, or you can take some Tear and tape, and you want it to go on this side. Because all you're going to be doing is pulling in this piece. Okay, so that's going to go there, and then you want it on this side. So glue will work. Glue will hold it. We're not putting in anything heavy, but just to make sure that it's going to stay on there. Take a pick tool and just pull this off. And then I want to put it so that it's on the paper edge, not the purple, so that you can still see the purple and the purple. So it's going to go like that. Give it a good. Now we're going to make the pocket piece. So this piece is 3 inches by 8 inches. And I just folded it in half. It was just easier. You can score it, but I just folded it. Then I just used my bone folder. And then I just made it so that it was straight across. Just save it a nice little crease because it's just going to open up. So then there. And then this inside piece is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And that's where you can write your sentiment, or you could stamp a sentiment, or you could just write your message. So I'm going to leave this blank just in case. You could always just stamp a sentiment if you'd like, you know, saying something, or just write something that, you know, that gives you that opportunity to do that. So that's going to go on the inside. And then we got to decorate the outside. And I'm going to use the flower side. Again, I used it out of this paper pack and I just cut it. Again, with my flowers going up and down, this other side, you could use that other side, but I didn't like the other side. I liked the flower side because I'm using that. You could make it a gift card holder, yes. What you could do is on this piece here, you could make it a pocket part down here, and I could show you how to do that. But that would be a great idea, to make it a gift card holder. And because in this piece that's going to fit in here could be the gift card holder. So we could pull this out and it could have your gift card in here. So you could put a piece down here that could hold the gift card so it could fit in there, and then you could put it in there. Great idea. Great idea. So this piece is going to go on here, but what is my dimension? It's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that's going to sit on here. So I'm going to open that up just because it makes it easier for me to put it on the top here. All right, and so now you're done. This is your card, and that slips right in there. And then, yes, you could put a strip at the bottom, and then your gift card would fit on there, because with a strip down here at the bottom, that would fit right in there. So I could show you how to do that. That would be perfect. That would make a great gift card holder. And this would still fit in an envelope because this is an envelope size. So perfect idea. So, and then that just showcases this beautiful paper that we have. So then we have the Be Mine paper that is, oh my goodness, so amazing and so cute. So we have the same measurements. So I just wanted to show you. All right, so I just took this paper and I just made this paper the same, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I took this paper. This is the Be Mine paper. Super cute. And then this was 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so that's going to go on top of here. I'm going to do this. See, on this side, I'm going to use this other side in a minute. That's going to be our pocket. And again, these colors just pop and they go together. So oops, I got that a little crooked. All right, I gotta bring it into me just a second. All right, a little bit straighter. All right, so And then this time I went lighter. So this is 3 by 8, and I'm going to fold this in half. I tried scoring it and I just messed it up. So I just folded it in half, and then I creased it. This didn't work either. All right. So then I used this other side. Now we could use this side, but then I didn't know if that was too busy because then it kind of clashed. So I liked the honeycomb side of it. So I could have used maybe a yellow for this piece, but I had already cut out the pink piece, so I just decided to use this color. So we're going to do this one. Or I could use this green. This green color is really pretty too. So, but I had already kind of done these two colors together. I know that purple paper is like my favorite. And put this one in the inside. Yeah, and you can write a sentiment, or you're saying, or or stamp a sentiment. Or make this one a gift card as well. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make these two pieces that corner piece. So this one is our outer piece. So this one is cut to be 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so now we're going to make it. I'm going to show you how to cut that diagonally. So this is 3.5 by 3.5. So then you're going to take it in your trimmer and from point to point. So you got to turn your piece so that there's a point here and a point in here, and they got to be even or it won't be diagonal. And that's what I mean by diagonal. So there's a point in here and a point in here in the trimmer part where you're going to make your trim. So there's a piece in each slot. So that means that the trim is going to come by and it's going to trim it. And it trimmed it and it made that piece for us. So that'll work. So now the piece that's going to go on the outside. So now we're going to make a piece that's going to go on the outside. We're going to do the same thing. So these have bees kind of going in all different directions, but we still don't want it to be kind of upside down. So still want it to have some direction. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to have a point here and a point here. So we're going to make sure that it'll cut correctly. So you got to kind of move it around a little bit, making sure that the point is there and the point is there. Once that's like that, you can put down your arm and cut that. And you get 2 out of 1, so that's nice because you can still use that. You can use them in this corner, or you can do that. I mean, your bees are kind of going. When you use that one, your bees are going this way. If you use it that way, your bees are kind of going upside down. So you have to use this one in a different angle, cornered. But you can use it in a different spot. All right, so now we have that corner side. So now we can glue that. Just wanted to show you what I meant by you cut it at an angle, because sometimes I'm a person that I have to see it. And so when someone tells me something, I don't always understand what they mean by cut it at an angle. So I wanted to show you what that meant. So then we put this in here. Oops. And then we're going to use our tear and tape again. Oh, and I used the other side, the wrong side. I didn't want my bees on that side. I wanted the hearts on that one. Oh, darn it. So it wouldn't have mattered. So let's do it this way. See, I wanted the hearts. Hearts. I want it to be different. So I want, see, it doesn't matter. So I'll use that one for something else when I do it differently. So, with the hearts. There we go. See, always when you're live, you make mistakes too. Just shows that you are great. Okay, now I want it to go like this. See the hearts and the hearts? So now I'm going to put some tear and tape. Right, there it is. All righty. I want it on this side. And I want it on this side. Use my take your pick tool. Do this side. Right. Okay, so then we're gonna lay this down so that it there we go. We've made our corner and we've made this piece. And this time I made a little bee. So this paper comes with a stamp punch and stamp set. So I made a little bee, and so I'm going to actually put this little bee on here. And so I'm going to actually pop him up with dimensionals. So I'll put the little dimensionals on him and put him on this little piece, and we'll be done. And you could put a little, you could stamp a little sentiment on here too. All right. But I think if I put him about right there, you could still stamp a sentiment there. But this is what we made tonight. So we made this one, this little bee one. Thank you. I know, I think he just turned out super cute. And then this purple is just beautiful. I mean, I think it's, you know, I just love this paper, and it just, but you know, did I do that one? Yeah, I did. So these are just fun little cards. We didn't really stamp tonight, but we just did some really fun, pretty stuff to really show off the paper and make the paper look really pretty. But again, you can put embellishments on here, which would just make the paper stand out. And then you could also put a sentiment on the front of the card, and on this little card, so that when you pull it out, there's a sentiment and then embellishments, and then put something on the inside of the card too. I didn't, obviously on this card I didn't put that down, but, and then send the cards away, or just like you suggested, make it a gift card holder and put a gift card inside. That would be a beautiful idea. So there's a couple of ideas. I just loved this simple idea of how to make these cards, and I thought that was a great idea to share with everybody. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you following me on my lives. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help and help with your orders. Again, we still have going on our purchase. So we still have our mini catalog going on. And then with your $50 or $100 order, we still have celebration going on till the end of this month. So if there's anything you need, just feel free to reach out to me. I'll help you with that. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday, and have a great day. Thank you.